As far as this matchup with Holland goes, obviously, I think it's safe to say, just with him having a number beside his name, he's going to be favored here in this fight. What do you need to do to combat his style here and get the upset win at UFC Vegas 38?
I just need to go in there and fight my fight. I can't really rely on what he's doing or what he brings to the table. I have to go out there and fight my fights like I have been before, and just be dominant in everything that I do in the cage. And I believe 100% myself that I'm better than him. Stand up, striking, clinch work, everything like that. No, people might not think that because I don't show a lot of striking in fights prior, but this fight feels different. Something just feels different about it, and I really, really, really believe I'm going to go in there and get a finish. His last couple of opponents, he's been a lot taller than, and I think that's given him the ability to kind of defend the takedowns off of the cage. And I'm kind of built similar than that he is. And the last matchup that he's had against a guy built similar than him, he lost. So yeah, I believe I am a bad matchup. I believe that I am better all around compared to him. And I'm just excited to get in there and test my skills against him.
Do you think that with him coming off of 2 straight losses, you're going to see maybe a more aggressive Kevin Holland? Because this is more of a must-win for him than it is for you.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope he's coming out aggressive. That's what I want. I want the best Kevin Holland that has ever fought. He's had probably, I think, double the fights that I've had, and I'm looking to fight the best Kevin Holland on October 2nd. But once the cage door closes and I'm in there with him, I don't think he's going to be able to do anything to me that's gonna put me away or anything like that. I think I'm going to submit him. I really believe that. We've been working so much on just different things in camp that we know we're going to work in the fight. And I think I'm going to submit him probably a late second round.
I expect Kyle to come forward. I expect him to not march me down, but I expect him to march forward, and I expect him to throw, and I expect him to shoot, but not to shoot off the rip. I don't feel like Kyle's that kind of man. You know what I mean? I feel like Kyle's a confident man. And when I say confident man, I feel like he's confident in his martial arts abilities. I feel like these other guys were nervous. My last 2 guys, they were nervous. And the only thing that they really cared about ultimately was getting back to a title shot, getting back to Israel Adesanya. And they would take no chances getting there. You know what I mean? So if that meant sticking their head in another man's crotch for 25 minutes to get the victory, they would have did that. They would take no chances. They weren't trying to please the fans. I think on the other hand, I think Kyle's trying to prove to everybody in the world that Kyle Daukaus is another Daukaus to remember. He's another Daukaus to fear, I don't think that he wants to be in the shadow of his brother forever. You know what I mean? I think that Kyle wants to go out there and show everybody who the fuck Kyle is. You know what I mean? So I think even when I crack Kyle, I think Kyle still stand there, and I think Kyle try and crack me back. I seen the interview with you and him, and I'm talking about his striking and whatnot, and I think he has every right to say that his striking is better than what people think. I think Kyle Daukaus has a very good striking. I think it's underrated. He has a nice little head kick. He has some pretty decent punches when you're backed up against the cage. So I expect Kyle to come fight. I don't expect Kyle to just look to grapple, but I expect Kyle after the first round, I expect Kyle to do what the smart thing to do is. And that's if we make it past the first round. I expect him to then look for the grappling and whatnot. That's why he said the second round submission. But got another thing coming for you, Kyle. I expect to get a first round submission on you, my boy. So if I don't get you in the first, maybe you get me in a second. But if you don't get me in a second, maybe I pop you in the third. And I'm trying to be like Patty the Batty. Bing, 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 bing. Right hand smacker. Yeah, I'm trying to be like Patty the Batty, baby. So, let's go do it.